Robbins in the KERN newsroom with news every half hour or when it breaks on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
You have to fire it.
Please. Flores, turn this up. Thank you very much.
I had 3 more seconds and I had the whole thing. I was supposed to have 3 minutes.
Sir, thank you. Thank you very much.
It's funny. Can you guys hear Ralph in the background? Can you hear Ralph in the background of the intro going, here?
It's the JR Show from Studio 99 at the American General Media Complex. On air at News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. Online at kernradio.com. Now, here is your host, JR.
Top of the day to you. This is the JR Show. I am your host, JR Flores. You're listening to Kern Radio. Check us out online at kernradio.com and now streaming live on YouTube. That's right. Just go over to YouTube, search up Kern Radio. There we are. Subscribe. I thought we got to 300, but then we lost. Somebody bailed out, so we're back to 299. Help us get back to 300 and on to 300,000. Again, just go to YouTube, search up Kern Radio, subscribe, and tell your mom to do the same thing. We're also on social media, Facebook, Instagram, X. Just look up Kern Radio for exclusive content. I am also out there, JR Flores, or why not JR. Got a great show for you lined up today. We have an in-studio guest, and I hope she's bringing treats. It's hot today, and boy, can I use an ice cream. Operator of La Rosa Ice Creams, Norma Diaz, is coming into the studio. Talk about all the things going on at La Rosa. If you haven't heard, the passing of Miss Rosa Diaz, the namesake of the La Rosa Bar, just passed away. They had celebrated her life last weekend. We'll talk a little bit about that. Plus, I believe it was her dad's 100th birthday. I'll have to check with her when she gets here. Also celebrating that. All kinds of things going on with La Rosa. Norma Diaz will be in to tell you all about it. What else? Disneyland making a lot of changes. Passes going on sale. We'll tell you how much they are. Plus, they're doing away with early entry. I'll give you all of the details. We asked a question yesterday. Is it too expensive for just the common folk, for the working class like you and me to go to Disneyland anymore? We'll break down some of that, and we'll lead with redistricting out of the state of California. Continuing, I believe they're trying to get that passed today so they can get it onto the November ballot. We'll take all your questions, all of your comments, always 661-842-5376, 661-842-KERN. You can also drop me emails, jr@kernradio.com. Plus, you can jump in the chat. What's up, chat? That's what we call them in YouTube. That's what the kids say, Steve. Stephen Nicholas, my best buddy in all the whole wide world, the one that showed me all the ropes in radio, is running the board today. Well, Chris Burdick is taking the days off. I don't know what the heck he's doing.
Playing video games. Child.
Streaming something. That's what the kids do these days. Then they talk to the chat and they go, hey, chat. I'm lining up the interview with my niece, senior out at Bakersfield High School, to give us all a lesson in the latest slang, lingo, whatever the kids call it. So then you can just decipher what your kids are talking about at home. That's what I do for you. I provide a service. It's what we do. Dave, Captain Dave, our sales guy, was just in the doorway. The redistricting California was on the TV in the studio here. And he's like, oh, wait a second. You mean the voters get to decide on redistricting? And I'm like, Dave, Captain Dave, do you not listen to the show every day, 2 o'clock, right here? Heck, if you miss it, you can even go back and watch it right there on YouTube. Just go find it. The past episodes right there. Yes, Dave, we get to decide. The people get to decide whether or not we want to redraw the lines. Now, we don't get to redraw the lines. As a matter of fact, we're not still sure who has redrawn the lines. We'll play a little bit of audio here in just a second of assemblywoman trying to figure out who exactly, not only an assemblywoman, but a official reporter asking the same question. Who? Just tell us who drew the maps. But yes, before we get to that audio, let me explain to Dave how it works in California. As he got back to his desk, as he signed on to YouTube, give him another second. Okay, Dave, this is how it works in California. You see, back in 2010, the voters voted to take away the power from the legislature to be able to draw the lines. We voted to have an independent council draw the maps. And it's been that way ever since. Up until Gavin Newsom and the band of Democrats up in Sacramento decided, well, if Texas is going to act stupid, we can act stupider. It's like Dumb and Dumber. So the Democrats up in Sacramento, have redrawn the maps and now want to they want to take the power back from the independent council that draws the maps. In order to do that, they have to put it before the voters, and the voters have to give the power back. Listen to that carefully. We, the voters, are giving the power back. That's not the way it's going to be worded when they send it out and you hear the campaigns and you start hearing the commercials. That's not the way it's going to be worded. It's going to be worded something like the counteracting of rigging democracy or something, even though this is essentially them rigging democracy. But it doesn't matter if we're hypocrites. It's fine. It's okay. We're saving democracy by ruining democracy. Nothing to see here. So they have to put it before the voters. They will vote by today, I'm sure, if not tomorrow, on whether to have a special election. November 4th will be on the ballot on whether or not we want to let the legislature or whoever is drawing the maps, taking it away from the independent council, giving it back to the legislature. They say, and I'm using air quotes, people on YouTube can see me, they say temporarily for the 26, 28, and 30 elections. Now, why they would need them all the way till 2030, I have no idea. Donald Trump's not in office that long. So yes, we, the people, will decide. And I hope to goodness that we just shove it right back in their face. I really do. There's enough of us no party preference people to say, look, we like it the way it is. We don't need the legislature drawing maps so they can get themselves elected in districts. One of the questions from an assemblywoman out of Tulare, Masita, she said, did Jasmine Baines touch these? Did Jasmine Baines, who wants to run for Congress, get a chance to draw these lines for herself? Because if she did, or if there's any other member of the California legislature that plans on running for Congress, better not have their fingerprints on these maps. That better not happen. But because they can't even seem to answer the simple question of who exactly has drawn these maps, we'll never know. What's that going on behind you? Active shooter reported at Villanova University. Some breaking news. I'll try to get you the latest out of that. Update alert just on Villanova. How is that how you say it? Villanova? Villanova. There's an active shooter, apparently, that is just being broadcast on the TV in the other room there. I'll get you the latest in the break, but we'll hear some audio also after the break from Assemblywoman out of Tulare asking the poignant questions of just tell us who drew the map. And it's funny, the back and forth. Well, the legislature drew the map. She's like, well, I'm a member of the legislature and I didn't draw the maps. So how could that be so if I am a member of the legislature, but you're telling me the legislature drew the maps. Nah. We'll go over that. And like I said, we'll hear some audio. Let's get to a break, Stephen. We'll come back on the other side. I'll play you that audio. Plus, later in the program, Norma Diaz from La Rosa Ice Creams is going to come in and tell us about all things going on. They just celebrated her mom's life, and I believe a 100th birthday in the family. And they've got a lot of specials going on. She'll come in and tell you about that as well. And your text messages, phone calls, comments, always welcome. 661-842-5376. 661-842-KERN. Or you can jump in the chat on the YouTube. We're right there live. Just go to YouTube and search up Current Radio. This is the JR Show. We'll be right back.
News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. The Ralph Bailey Show, weekdays from 3 till 6 p.m.
It's been 19 years since they're.
You go out and dry it?
Everybody's asking for a shirt, dude.
Who?
In the YouTube, they can hear us right now.
You go out and dry it
He just plays instrumentals.
at 2:30?
Yeah, you can play up for all the breaks. You can play instrumentals. Yo, I need one of those ESPN shirts. Look, Sergio, it's actually an early bird special. My boy, Stephen and Chris Burdick, actually, producer, and then Stephen Nicholas, who's filming it today. They got a sports show. They got a sports show over there on ESPN from 7 to 9 in the morning called the Early Bird Special. You guys should check it out. Maybe I'll go over there during football season. I'll be their resident Raider fan. Greg doesn't have these, Joshy. These are exclusive early bird specials. These are the only ones. You got to get them. They got them in different colors too. I'll bring a blue one in to show you guys. Purple, blue, red. What's up, Alan? Good afternoon, Bako. Candy Romero, you want one too? All right. Joseph. Dang, I wear a Current Radio shirt. Nobody wants a Current Radio shirt. I put on the ESPN shirt and everybody wants the ESPN shirt. I see how you guys are. What about JR Show shirts? You guys want JR Show shirts with the logo on it? Those are coming. I got to go find some water. I wish I could mobile and take the camera with me so you guys could walk down the hall with me. Where can we get them? You got to listen to the Early Bird Special. They got the shirts over there. They give them away during their show. I'm the station PD though, so I get one. You know what I mean? You're the boss. Watermelon is the best flavor, La Rosa bar. Okay. JR shirt. Candy Romero wants a JR shirt. Yes, we're going to make JR shirts. I promise. We're going to get them.
Now, back to the JR Show.
Welcome back. It's the JR Show. It's Kern Radio. Check us out online, kernradio.com, and stream it on YouTube. That's right. You can watch us. Just go to YouTube and search up Kern Radio. We're also on social media, Facebook, Instagram, X. Just look up Kern Radio again. I am also out there. JR Flores, or why not JR? Coming up in the next break. Going to cool down a little bit with some La Rosa ice cream. It is hot out there. It's the perfect weekend for you guys to get some La Rosa ice cream bars. I am going to tell you when, where, how you can get them at a special price just for this weekend. So you got to keep it locked as Norma Diaz will come in, operator of La Rosa, tell us everything that's going on over there. 661-842-5376, 661-842-KERN. Do we have anything in the chat room and the text messages over there while I turn around and look at the chat room over here? What you got over there?
It says, good afternoon, JR.
Good afternoon.
Blessed to hear you today. That's all it says.
It's always blessed to be heard. Every morning I wake up, I am blessed. Anything else over there in the box?
That's it.
All right, 661-842-5376. Over in the chat room of YouTube, somebody is seeing, for you guys that are watching on YouTube or if you're listening in the radio, I have an ESPN shirt on today, 101.1 FM, 1230 AM. It's our sister station. I'm also the program director for that station as well as Kern Radio, so I have to manage both of those. And today I put on me and Steven are actually matching. He's got the same shirt on. Maybe we'll take a picture and post it, or he can slide over here into the YouTube video. But I put on my ESPN shirt today. And everybody in the chat room saying the same thing. Hey, I need one of those ESPN shirts. Yeah, I'm with Sergio. I'm a walking billboard. Good afternoon, Baco. I want one too. Hey, can I get one of the extra large, please? Now
we give them away on the show.
That's what somebody said. How can I get one? I said, you just gotta listen to the early bird special. Somebody was like, I'll ask Greg Kerr for one. I said, Greg Kerr don't got them.
Greg Kerr doesn't even have one.
These are early bird special t-shirts, only for the early bird special fans, 7 to 9 a.m. Listen, maybe you can win a t-shirt. But the really jacked up thing is, yesterday I have my Kern Radio shirt on, not a peep. Not one person said, hey, JR, can I get one of those Kern Radio t-shirts? Looks mighty dandy on you. It's quite dapper there, JR, with the jacket and the News Talk Kern Radio t-shirt. Where can I get one? Not a peep in the chat yesterday.
I want a Kern Radio shirt.
Goodness gracious. Put on the ESPN
I want
shirt.
some La Rosa bars, really.
Well, look at I saw the bag. She's got the ice chest. She's brought the La Rosa bars, I'll tell you that. I'll get her to trade some ice cream for some t-shirts. But if you want an ESPN shirt, you have to listen to the early bird special from 7 to 9 a.m. Monday through Friday with Steven Nicholas or Sparky as he goes by over there. If he's on a different station, it's a different name. And then another show, it's a whole nother name. But that's a whole different story.
I'm Batman.
My guy has got. But you're on radio more than I was for a while, man. I thought I was doing 4 or 5 hours of radio a day between this and Ralph or Scott's show. Man, my guy's on more hours, the more stations than I'll ever be.
I'm giving away tickets right now.
Giving away
Jason Bonham.
You want Jason Bonham tickets, you guys? Go listen to 101.5.
Big FM.
Big FM with my boy Steven in the afternoons. Man, you guys don't want anything I got. Whatever. I'll get some JR Show t-shirts made. And
that's what I'm talking about.
Then you guys will all be in the chat box. Oh, can we have a JR shirt? Yeah. Kern Radio shirt. Not one person wants one. I see how it is. We've got some audio from yesterday's hearing. Yes, I'm all jacked up. The assemblywoman for California, out of Tulare, was having a discussion during one of the hearings with the leadership, and here is a little back and forth with her.
Then the commission's map, and we are letting our voters see the maps and make the ultimate decision.
Madam Majority Leader, I understand. I've heard all that. Who drew the maps? It's a very simple question. Names, preferably.
The assembly.
The assembly did it.
Okay, I'm in the assembly, and I did not draw these maps.
You're not the leadership.
Ooh.
No, and I'm aware of that.
And they laughed at her.
In this bill, it says
Did you hear that?
Assembly Elections Committee, not Chair Pellerin, not Assemblymember Salache, not Assemblymember Bennett. I am a part of that group. So by association, I have been lumped in, Mr. Bennett. So I'm asking, who drew these maps? Not general
the
groups.
legislature.
Their condescending laugh.
Who specifically in the
The
legislature?
legislature drew the maps.
This is transparency that we don't get to know who drew the
The
maps.
legislature drew the maps.
Again, over 76%
That's not what I'm asking.
I've heard the maps are coming
I have
from.
heard your
the
response to that. I am asking
the
a
Citizen
specific
Redistricting
question
Commission,
that
which
you
is
are
bipartisan.
bipartisan.
Let's have one person speak at a time, please.
And my question has not been answered. The information you've given, I've already heard. I've got it here.
The question has been answered. You just don't like the answer.
It hasn't
You said
been
the
answered.
legislature. I am the legislature. I am part of the legislature. Is that correct, Madam Chair? Because I am not.
Her
a Democrat.
condescending laugh.
Assemblymember Bennett, you
Can I
make.
just try and answer
Is my
in
time
good
paused?
faith? Yeah, good, pause it. But when we say the legislature, all kinds of things happen in the legislature. We're not all involved in every one, but they're all controlled by the legislative leadership. The legislative leadership wrote these maps. Combination, we have a leader right here.
So,
right? She's part of the leadership.
So
the
you
leadership
wrote the maps
team,
or helped
leadership
write the
team,
maps.
The team
leadership
did.
team.
I didn't personally write the maps.
So then there you go. She's in leadership, and she just said she didn't write the maps.
She had some. She was
She-
part of
she-
the leadership
she-
team.
Okay,
But
can we
Make
bring the
everybody on
debate
team
back
together.
to the chair,
Who is
please?
the team?
Okay.
You know who the team is.
I think we've answered
The question
No, you have
has
not.
been answered. Do you have another question?
The question was never answered. It's very simple. Who drew the maps? Well, the legislature. I'm part of the legislature. I'm part of the assembly. Who drew the maps? Well, the assembly. No, I'm on the assembly. And then the condescending laugh when he was like, well, the leadership did. You're not part of leadership. And then when she turns to the other leadership and says, you're part of leadership. Did you draw the maps? No. Well, she didn't. Well, she had a, it was like it was on a loop. He didn't know he got stuck. Like, so, can somebody reset the robot, please? His AI is screwed up. She sounded like Elmer Fudd. It's a simple question. Who drew the maps? Obviously, you knew that person wasn't in the room, or you knew that this other leader wasn't in the room. So you know who was in the room drawing the maps. It's a simple question. Who drew the maps? And if you don't want to tell us, here's an even better question. Why? Why don't you want to tell us who drew the maps? She got stopped in the hallway by a reporter. Here is a little back and forth with Ashley Zavala with the leadership there.
I mean, we're asking because voters back in 2008 and 2010 took the power away from politicians to draw maps because they did not like that it was an incumbent protection plan. So we just need to know. I mean, that's why we're asking.
These are definitely unusual times. We are no longer governing in a democracy. We're governing in an authoritarian government.
What? She said. We're no longer, this calls for unprecedented times. We are no longer governing in a democracy. Yeah, we can tell by the lack of transparency, by the gerrymandering, by the rigging of the system. Yeah, we can tell we're no longer living in a democracy. And I know I can hear all of you with the Trump haters going, yeah, it's Trump's fault that we're not. So we're just going to walk into the fire with him. We're just going to burn the whole thing down? Well, he started it. Okay, well, then let's just throw gasoline and light the match. Hell, if democracy is going to hell, let's all join in. Let's all join in. Let's just all burn it down. I'll hold the torch. We're supposed to be better than that. We're supposed to be above that. The whole excuse, well, they started it. They did it first. Come on now. That's child's play. Got to get to a break. Operator of La Rosa is in the building. Stay tuned. It's the JR Show. We'll be right back.
With SRN News, I'm Keith Peters in Washington. Russia has launched a rare drone and missile attack on western Ukraine, hitting an American-owned electronics plant among other targets and injecting further uncertainty into the U.S.-led efforts to end the three.
Yeah. Do you want headphones? Or are you good?
To get the full effect?
If you want.
No, I'm just teasing. Why do I not hear you or something? How cool. What am I going to hear? You?
Is it loud? Too loud? Welcome back. It's the JR Show. It's Curtain Radio. Check us out on YouTube. That's right. We're streaming live on YouTube. Just search up Curtain Radio right there every day at 2 o'clock. Subscribe if you haven't. Trying to get to 300,000. We're 10% of the way there. So you can help us out by going and subscribing and telling your parents about it. They can watch us every day at 2 o'clock as well. Followed by the Ralph Bailey Show, not to be left out, to the Ralph Bailey Show every day at 3 o'clock right here. Also, not only on the radio, but streaming live on YouTube. Go follow us also on social media, Facebook, Instagram, X. We're going to start providing some exclusive content on there. We'll get some interviews and whatnot as well to provide for the social media fans. So go over there and follow us on that as well. Got a special guest in the building, one of my favorite people in the whole wide town, and one of my favorite treats probably of all time in Bakersfield is the La Rosa Bar, and none other than Norma Diaz, the operator of La Rosa.
Hey, JR.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no, thanks for coming in. Good afternoon. I frequent your establishment enough that I know where it's at, how to find it, how to get the bars, how to get the good bars, how to get the exclusive bars. First, you got to follow them on social media, right?
Right.
Go to Instagram, go to Facebook, and follow them there. You'll get all their sales, all their postings, what they're putting out, the special treats. I go during. Oh, can I just say
that I only see you on special days,
on holidays, but my favorite one I think was was it Easter?
When you Easter bar, yeah.
When you did the cotton candy?
Cotton candy and bubble gum.
And bubble gum?
Yeah.
My favorite.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I absolutely.
No fruit involved there.
No fruit involved. Well, then that's why, because I'm just a sugar addict, and that thing.
Me too.
Is so.
If I could, I'd make a circus peanuts bar. You know, you like circus peanuts?
I do. We can do it, Norma.
That's scary.
We can do it.
Don't give it to your kids.
We can do it. I just know we can do it. Talk to me about the history of the La Rosa company and the La Rosa Bar, founded by your mother, who unfortunately, and I'm sorry to hear, just passed away. I know you guys just celebrated her life last weekend. Talk to me about her and how she came about to not only Bakersfield and to America, but how she started the La Rosa Bar.
Yeah. Well, obviously it was a team effort, both my parents. And they're originally from Mexico, went to Chicago. That's where their two daughters were born. And then we went back to Mexico.
See, I support migrants. People think I don't support that's a great migrant story.
No, they came up here to work, and, they had a lot of hoops to jump. But, once they got here, they just were working and stuff. And we went back to Mexico City. It wasn't what they thought. They tried to start a business down there, and then we ended up in California. My mom had a brother out here, so in Delano. So we kind of hung out there for a little while, and then made our way to Bakersfield and just started there. My mom worked at Mercy Hospital in admitting for quite a while, and my dad worked there also. And they just slowly, started thinking there's got to be something else, so let's find out what that is. And what better place to make ice cream in a hot climate
when it's hot?
So the cart thing, that was a first for our town. So really, if you want to look at it that way, I don't know that I ever saw anything before us.
Before that, yeah.
Yeah.
You guys started that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because even when I was a kid in the 80s and 90s, that was like the only cart around. The guy with the bells, and as soon as I heard him coming up, I knew the La Rosa guy was coming.
Yeah, I still have people call and go, "Hey, is there going to be a guy coming by? We haven't seen him." And I'm like, "In years?"
But you still do from time to time. I know I've been out at Riverwalk. I think it was last summer where there was a guy walking around out there.
Yeah, sometimes they'll go to an event like the what is it?
The
Memorial
flags.
Day. Yeah, the flag thing, and we always get invited to that. They're very kind, and there's a gentleman that goes out there, and there's a guy named Hector that they love up at Garces, and he's in that whole area because he just walks.
Yeah.
And he lives around there, so they look for him.
How did she come up with the concept? Was it mom or dad or a combination of both of them that came up with the concept for the La Rosa Bar?
Well, we had some friends in Chicago that started doing like snow cones, just like you would see now. They're out in they had a shopping cart, but they weren't using it to move junk around. They were moving it for a big block of ice.
With ice and
no, for sure.
Syrups and
and that family, they were dirt poor, but they just did what they could to, get through with their family and feed them, and they just started from that. And in Mexico, there's an ice cream shop, a paleteria, and every corner, like there is gelato in Italy. So it's kind of that same thing. And like I said, what better place to do it than in a hot area? But I mean, you can eat ice cream anytime.
Oh, and you can eat a La Rosa Bar anytime. Are you kidding me?
Exactly. It doesn't matter.
And so just from that, they just where did they start? Were they out of the house? Were
Well,
they just making what?
Well, no, my mom had that house is still lives inside of our entire building. We have a 6,000 square foot building, but in the middle of it is still the heart of Cakes for All Occasions. This house that my dad bought for my mom to do her cake decorating and stuff. And
started off as cake decorating.
Yeah, and she was just very creative, and she loved talking to people, and they loved her. And I'd always go visit her and tell her, Mom, what's your, in Spanish, what's your secret? Everybody loves you. I need that. I want that, and she would just look at me and,
Yeah. You either have it or you don't.
I'm going to figure it out.
Yeah. And you have.
I'm trying.
You have. People love you here.
I'm doing my best.
Yeah. And so you just carried on the tradition. It's been what? How long now?
Well, I've been there. Next year, I'll be there 30 years. So, and this is our 45th anniversary.
Wow. When did she actually start? Like, who came up with the name? Because that's her name. So
right.
Rosa.
Well, I think they did. They would just thought, let's just call
Mom
it
and Dad
Rosa.
just said, listen. Did she just start making them out of nowhere and then just decided, I'm just going to start packaging these one summer?
Well, I think my mom and dad figured together because they're friends in Chicago. They were kind of starting something like that. And, it's really cold over there.
Right.
So if it takes off there, it's going to really take off here. And they just worked really hard at it.
And just started making the bars in her house or what?
No, at the shop.
At the shop, yeah.
They even made a little tank, had a guy come over and make a tank because we still do everything by hand. The only thing we have is the wrapper, where they get
That's outsourced. Yeah.
Yeah. No, we just it's right there in the same room.
Wow.
So I mean, we do everything there. That's why my friend goes, why are those sticks always crooked? I'm like, because we're doing them by hand.
Somebody did it by hand.
And sometimes if you're not timing it right, you're going to be in trouble.
Oh, because they're just going by and you're just sticking them in.
Yeah, there's definitely a finesse.
I need to go over there during.
Finesse.
I want to go over there one day just to watch the operation.
Yeah, it's really simple, but
And then and now it's a Bakersfield staple.
It is, and people, it kind of makes me smile that they'll call like today. He's all, hey, I know it's late notice. Do you have 400 bars? And I'm kind of chuckling because I'm like, I told him when I talked to him, I have 4,000 bars. Just open our freezer.
Just come on in, come on down.
Yeah.
So you guys celebrated Mom last weekend, right?
Yes,
she just passed.
Yes, she did. And it was a very bittersweet moment. But, if you believe in God, then you know what's happening.
Oh, yeah.
And
she's left a legacy. I mean, her name is synonymous. La Rosa Bar.
We had so many comments on our post that was just made me cry, and just a lot of memories that people had.
Memories, the connections to the ice cream, to Mom, to Bakersfield, to just
to you as a kid, to your parents, to now your
now my
spouse.
Daughter,
Yep.
because I was eating them when I was a kid, and now you see me bring my daughter over, and we pick out, and I let her fill out the paper and get the ones that she likes, and
and it's in the alley.
It is. It's in the alley. Tell people where you're located.
I'm in the most famous alley of Bakersfield, 1317 Niles Street.
Right on Niles Street.
Don't even go on Niles. Just go in the alley.
Just come up the alley. Don't go down Niles. Come through the alley in the back. The fence is usually open. You can pull in, and then you got all the bars. Not only that, but you guys rent out if you want to rent the trailer, right?
Yeah, we have cart rentals every weekend. We do, birthday parties. I think we have a quinceañera this weekend, a Sweet 16. Like I know a tennis group is getting a bunch for the girls, golf tournaments, whatever. If you can think of it, we could do it.
And you'll you'll be able to pick out the flavors that you want. And
they pick out whatever they want. They always go, how many can I pick? I'm like, pick out whatever you want. Like a kid in a candy store.
How many fit in one of the carts?
And the bigger cart, you can get like 400.
Wow.
And the smaller cart, like 250, but we got a lot of flavors. So I would suggest 3 or 4 flavors. So, it's not all crazy in there. Or they make you crazy.
And then you just come pick up the cart. You have it ready for them.
I tell them, if you got muscles, you can come get it.
Right.
I'll put it all together for you.
Just got to get it in the truck, and you take it and bring it back. And
I'll even teach you how to put it in the truck.
But you ain't lifting anything. You'll fill it up for us.
Those days are over.
What is the most popular flavor, do you think?
Lemon lime, I know.
Really?
Yeah. Nothing has ever surpassed it. Ever.
Really?
And I keep track.
As a kid, mine was the strawberry cream.
Yeah, well, coconut cream has always been second, but strawberry cream is like right on the heels.
But lemon lime.
Mm-hmm.
And see, I'm not a lemon lime fan.
Number one. Well, when it's 110 and somebody walks by and gives you a lemon lime,
I'll eat it.
You can actually stand there. It won't melt in your hands because you're eating it too fast. So you're good, and it'll cool your core. That's what I say.
It sure will. And one of the best things about when I go to give blood at Houchin is the La Rosa cooler in there.
You know, that's how we've gotten new customers.
Really?
Oh my gosh, I have a La Rosa bar, and I got to come down here. And if you come down there and say, I try to promote a certain flavor, like, if you had this, and they're like, no, I don't like that. Just in fresh fruit, and I was like, well, this is fresh fruit. Hello. So then I get one out. I send him home with it. Here, try it. You know.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing. Every time I leave, I go and snag two. Wow. I know I'm only supposed to take one, but I take one for my daughter and one for me.
Yeah, well, I kind of gave you a variety here, so
well, I appreciate.
Hopefully, there's stuff in there you haven't tried. Now you're going to be like, what?
Well, I was going to say we'll talk about some of the flavors that you've expanded to, but the recipe, I know you're not going to give it out, but you're using real fruit.
Oh yeah, I told you I went to the store to buy bananas because sometimes I can't get to Costco or something. And I bought all these bananas at the store, and the girl looks at me and says, hey, what are you doing with those bananas? And I go, I have a monkey. And she says, what? And I said, no, I'm using it in our La Rosa bar. She goes, you guys put real fruit in there? And I was like, that's when it struck me. I need a billboard that says shame on La Rosa for using real fruit in their fruit bars.
I love it. That's
right?
A good idea. I love it. Not only that, but you have the bananas, the chocolate covered bananas from time to time.
Yeah, we don't make those often, but
I know
because they're timely. But man, they're good.
Boy, they are. I bought some last time I was in there. I had the chocolate covered bananas with the peanuts on it. Yeah, and it's got the La Rosa wrapper on it still.
Oh yeah.
But real fruit right in the bar.
Yep.
Except
for the bubble gum. I mean, we do have some that aren't a fruit.
Well, talk to me about the expanded flavors, because not only have you expanded like bubble gum and cotton candy occasionally.
Yeah, well,
occasionally.
The bubble gum is actually historic because there used to be a bubble gum cream bar.
What?
Yes.
There was. Was there bubble gums on the bottom?
Yes, but you know.
You just took me back to childhood.
Dude, unless you want to break a tooth, you don't want to do that. So
because it had bubble gums, right?
It used to,
on the bottom,
but
right?
the schools wouldn't get the bubble gum anymore because kids will make a mess. So anyways,
I remember the
did
bubble
away
gum
with,
cream bar.
Yeah, yes.
Norma,
people still ask for that, and I'm like, what? Mm-hmm.
Can you bring it back?
I might be able to make a few if per request.
You just took me back to childhood.
People would probably go nuts over. You're right. They probably would.
Back.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. But what are some of the other flavors you'd ventured into? Because even now you got like tahini.
Well, like right now we do have we make some custom bars. So we put that in a custom bar wrapper, like the pineapple tahini we have right now. And the cherry vanilla, that really took off during COVID. I did it for Mother's Day, and people were like, man, do you have that? So they really like it. Root beer float, I know is not a fruit, but I liked root beer floats. So I thought, let's make a root beer float bar. So it's really, we use A&W root beer. Can't say that on the wrapper, but it's there. And then I said, well, we don't have a cookie bar. I don't want cookies and cream. Let's do a monster cookie. We use Oreos to make that one.
Wow.
And arroz con leche for me was in honor of my grandma because she would make arroz con leche, you know, and it was so good. I loved it. I couldn't wait to eat it. And we do it all the same. You boil the rice, you know, you throw the cinnamon sticks in there. I mean, it's all really good stuff.
I know because I've tried most of them. Not only that, you've even ventured into adult bars.
Well, I'd like to, but you know, that's a different world.
Maybe one day.
Yeah.
Maybe one day we'll get there. Specials.
I direct them as in how to make a beverage, a cocktail with
the La Rosa bar.
Oh yeah, you don't need any mixers. You just throw a lemon lime bar in the tequila or a coconut bar in the gin. It's so easy. I'm serious. People during COVID, I was putting all those Instagrams out at home, making, you know, showing them how to do it. And they'd come in and buy them. Oh, we're doing this weekend. I was like, sweet, take some pictures, you know.
I'm sure they're still doing it.
I'm sure. It's just easy. Here's your bottle and here's your bar. You're good to go.
You guys also just celebrated Dad's birthday, right?
Yes, he just turned 100.
100 years old.
Yeah.
Wow. And he's still around?
He just renewed his license, so don't be scared if you're out on the road.
He's still driving?
Oh, yeah. He would drive and go see my mom, you know. That was his thing. So everybody knows him at Jack in the Box. I guess my niece just put all this stuff on TikTok, and there was comments from like 50,000 people like, oh, yeah, he comes into our Jack in the Box. Oh, he just bought a lotto ticket. I mean, he's like a celebrity, right? It's funny. I'm happy for him.
Does he still come into the shop every once in a while?
Never.
No?
I've asked him that. I used to tell him, Daddy, why don't you go buy a new car? Because he drove a beat up old van, and he'd go, why?
Well, that's Dad's.
I could park wherever I want.
Yeah. He doesn't have to worry about somebody dinging it or anything like that.
Yeah. So he's like, he likes to go to Costco. Everybody knows him at Costco. Everywhere he goes, they know him. Or he finds somebody that knows me and they're like doing a video. Look who I found. And I'm like, man, Daddy, you can't get away with nothing.
He should carry tickets with him.
I know.
And every
right?
time somebody runs into him, he can give him a La Rosa ticket.
Well, you know what I did for his 100th birthday is I took $100 bill and made, well, obviously they weren't real, but we put an old picture on the back and a young one on the front. So he could flip it around, and he was so funny. I gave him a whole stack of them, and he was giving them out to his niece, his grandkids, and he was like, you know, showing it. And I said, Dad, you should carry a pen so you could you want my autograph? You know, autograph it. No, he's a real kick. He's got a great sense of humor. He's so sharp. I could still ask him for advice, and it's always the right thing.
That's awesome. And you guys got some specials going on this weekend. Tell folks about them.
Yeah. So we used to have a blast from the past, and everybody loved it because it was $1 a bar. But, you know, we all know we're in
inflation
2025.
Oh, yeah. We'll get as close as we can.
So I'm going to just take that extra quarter, $1.25, which is still really good. So, but it's case pricing. So there's 24 to a case, $30 a case. And if you buy 2 or more cases, you get a tote bag.
I got one.
A Rosa tote bag, but not like yours. Yours was very special.
Mine's was 4th of July.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
So
I had it on the table.
Oh yeah.
The next day.
Well, you're special because I really wanted that, and I gave it to you.
I still have it, and my daughter loves it.
Yay!
Yeah. So the specials going on this weekend. How do folks get them?
It's tomorrow and Saturday from 8 to 2 p.m. in the alley. Come on over.
You can always look them up on Instagram and Facebook. Always posting stuff on there. And
they can come over and pick their flavors, and takes us a couple of minutes to get it ready for you, and you're out.
And if somebody wants to rent one of the carts,
they all just text me. I do everything by text.
You give out your number?
Yeah.
Give them your number then. I wasn't going to. How can they contact you if they want to rent a car?
661-619-9359. Text me. That's the best way to get me, and I'll answer right away.
She does. She always does. I always get her. Well, thanks for stopping in, Norma. I appreciate you so much. And like I said, it's the La Rosa bar. It is a Bakersfield iconic, just summer, not just summer, all-time treat.
Exactly.
It's probably, I would place it right above the Smith's cookie on the scale of things in Bakersfield.
Aw.
Yeah. It's right at the top. So I appreciate you coming in today, and I'll be by, and I'll probably grab another case because these knuckleheads around the studio are going to eat all my ice cream.
Share it with them.
I will. It's a hot day. I'll share, and then I'll go to my daughter's school right now at 3, and I'll take some to her and her friends.
See, they'll be all excited to see you.
We'll get it all. But thanks for stopping by. You're always welcome back. And if you ever need to let people know about something you got going on, just give me a call.
I appreciate that.
Norma Diaz, the operator of La Rosa. Go and get some special going on this weekend. $1.25 a bar. If you buy the whole case, 24 in a case, you buy 2 of them, then you get the tote bag, and say hi to Norma. She'll be there working.
While supplies last.
While supplies last. That's right. We got to say while supplies last. Right. So get there early.
Yep.
Early. Just pull up in the alley right there on Niles Street. You can always follow them on Instagram and Facebook. It's La Rosa. Got to get to a break. Come back on the other side. Get out of here for the day. Let Ralph Bailey take over. It's the JR Show. It's Kern Radio. We'll be right back. Yay!
Make it easy.
I tried to.
Good. I love it.
Great interview, Jared. I will be going there soon. La Rosa bars for students are a classic dad move.
Exactly.
La Rosa is synonymous with Bakersfield.
I will see you tomorrow. I know last time I went, you were doing the summer, the red, white, and blue ones.
Yeah.
I was talking 30
My daughter
minutes
loves them
with
too.
The younger guy's talking wrestling for about 30 minutes. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because my daughter loves the coconut, and it's the coconut that's in the middle of the red, white, and blue, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, she loves it.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people don't get the coconut, not the cream bar,
Yeah.
but the other one, and
Here,
people love it. I think it's delicious.
Let's see if Stephen can take a picture of us.
Yeah.
Steven.
I would have been like gone. I wanted to do that too.
You can't hear with the headphones on. Hey, dude, take a picture real quick. Or one of you. Somebody. Yeah, we'll go over here in front of the. We'll go over here in front of the. And then I'll send it to you.
Oh man, it's trading shirt too.
Oh, I'll go get one for you. Woo-hoo. What's this one? Watermelon?
Yeah.
Somebody said, was it you that said watermelon's the best? Somebody said watermelon's the best.
Strawberry and banana.
Did you get the logo in the back? In the TV?
Perfect.
All right.
Sweet. Oh, Melon.
What do you like, banana?
I'll
Yeah,
text it
there's
to you.
banana in there.
I'll text it to you.
All right, man.
Here, let me go grab you a shirt. I think the door's open.
Thank you.
You're amazing. No, anytime. Anytime. What size shirt you want? And then I'll get I'm gonna get some of mine made.
Yes.
And then I'll get you one of those too. I'll come drop off. I think the door's open.
Service to Kern County. Need us in a pinch? We offer emergency services to make sure you're never stranded. Tell us you heard it on the radio and get 10% off your purchase. Call A1 Battery today, 589-1433 for the location nearest you or visit online at A1Battery.com.
Yeah, I'll come by.
Right.
I'll come by in the morning.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no, I want to be up. I got a whole box of La Rosa. I got a whole box of La Rosa. Hey, I'm just saying, you guys bring me a shirt or you guys bring me ice cream, you might get a shirt. I'm just saying. Just saying. You guys go and get some La Rosa bars tomorrow. And then tell her you heard her on the show. That's the key. Dia, how have you never been to La Rosa? You kidding me? Let's see, we got lemon lime, coconut, fresh straw, coconut cream, watermelon, banana cream. What else is in here? Float, bubble gum. Here right at 3:00. And this box of La Rosa bars is with me. Then you guys know where to find me at Stockdale Christian School, picking up my daughter. No, I'm going to share with the group. I promise. I want to thank Norma Diaz for coming in. She is the operator over at La Rosa. You can get some tomorrow. Just go down Nile Street and go in the alley back there. Look them up on Instagram and Facebook. They got a special going on. Buy a whole case. You get $1.25 a bar for the whole case. Go check them out. I'll be there bright and early. Norma a t-shirt. Stay tuned. The Ralph Bailey Show is coming up next. It's a Thursday, so current taxpayers, Michael Turnipseed and Daniel Petrie from Messmaker and Petrie Wealth Advisors. Tomorrow is What the Faith Friday. Stay tuned for that. I got Maddie Jansen scheduled for a What the Faith Friday in a couple of weeks. You're going to want to catch that one as well. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Come back tomorrow. We'll do it all over again. It is the JR Show. It's Current Radio. Lily, Dad loves you. Go tomorrow, Thea. Go tomorrow and tell her that you're your family. All right, you guys. Get out of here. Listen tomorrow morning for the ESPN shirts, but you got to listen on ESPN. Be good to each other.